Hey friends, we're going to start in standing position today. I am still 30 weeks, as you can see. Sometimes you don't have as much time to stretch, so let's go ahead and start in a nice standing position. We'll try to keep this short again today, and go ahead and keep your feet in a nice parallel position to each other, and you're going to try to make sure that your feet are underneath your hips. Maybe you want them a little bit closer, maybe that feels nice. However, the larger I'm getting, the more I'm noticing I like at least 6 to 8 inches between my feet. It just feels more stable at this point. So let's take a breath in. Go ahead and breathe in. And drop your shoulders. Go ahead and breathe in and raise your hands up to the sky. Breathing in here. And exhaling, dropping your shoulders. And let's just go ahead and wave our arms around. This looks very simple, but I promise it can feel very good. And you're just going to gently twist side to side, freely swinging your arms. My name is Vinyasa. I do not think I mentioned that yet. I hope that you are going along very well in your pregnancy as well. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and widen our feet base, and we're going to go ahead and bend our knees so that you've got a nice stable support system. And what you're going to do is you're going to drop one hand to the floor and raise up the other hand to the side. And then go ahead and switch hands, breathing in, raising the opposite hand. And then here, we're going to go ahead and drop down into a nice tabletop. But as we drop into this tabletop, I'm going to turn so you can see me. I want you to push your toes into the floor so that we're practicing a bear pose. It's not quite downward dog, but it's the halfway to downward dog. So you can get lower to the floor if you feel the strength, but I like to be in between halfway bear pose and halfway to downward dog. And then go ahead and just push, breathing in and exhaling, and push towards a downward dog as much as you can, activating your toes towards your knees. Breathing in and exhaling before you drop your knees gently to the floor. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and land on our toe pads and knees. And then I want you to go ahead and raise your left foot to one side. Maybe you're using blocks to help stabilize you. That's perfectly okay. So this is supported warrior one. There is another term for it that is escaping my memory, but that is okay. You can see that this is out and that my foot is flat, the back of it. It can also be on the toe pads. I am purposely not using a mat just to prove that you don't need to always have a mat whenever you're doing yoga. And you can just break into some stretches. So go ahead and breathe in and drop your shoulders as you exhale. Breathing in and exhaling. And then go ahead and just gently twist your wrists as you float your hands down to the floor. And we're going to crawl forward. Pull back so you can see. We're going to crawl forward so that we're in tabletop with our hands and our right knee. And let me show you the width of my leg. And my knee is pushed out, or well, my leg is standing further out than the rest of my body. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and take that leg and move the knee in a circle as gently or as maybe you feel a little bit stretchier today. In one direction. Remembering your inhales, exhale, go in the opposite direction. This helps open up your hips for delivery so that you can start feeling ready for birth. And then once again, you can use blocks, but I'm gonna go ahead and just show you what this looks like without blocks. So you can go ahead and take that foot and place it next to your hands and just rock back and forth. Maybe you can stretch so much that your foot comes up, and that feels good. And maybe you can stretch so much that you kind of rest forward and you drop into kind of like a half pigeon pose with the back of your leg flattening out. Let me show you what that looks like. So you'll see it flattens out as I drop forward. But I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate back and forth for a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take my knee and return to neutral tabletop position. And then I'm gonna take my right foot and plant it next to my hands. And I'm gonna go ahead and raise up so that I'm in a nice supported warrior one, breathing in. And exhaling, dropping your shoulders, keeping your arms activated. Your hands are facing each other. Breathing in, exhaling, breathing in and exhaling. And you want to try to make sure that your arms are next to your ears so that they're not going forward like this. You want to try to activate them up towards the sky. It's all these little body check-ins. Go ahead and twist your wrists down towards the floor. Whenever you're in poses, it's all these body check-ins that you have to be mindful of. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get into that tabletop position that we already did on the other side. I'm gonna show you that my foot is placed a little further out from my knee, my resting knee. I'm in a tabletop position, and I'm gonna take a hand, and I'm gonna gently rotate in one direction. And then maybe this hip is tighter feeling than the other hip, like it is for me. I'm switching directions. I'm just feeling out what's okay in my body today. And just offering all the love and gratitude. Trying to never compare a flower to another flower. Just being mindful and grateful for the temple that we are in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place both of my hands towards the floor, on the floor. And I'm gonna start rocking back and forth. Maybe you have blocks helping you stable. Maybe your foot lifts up because it's hard to keep your foot flat, and that's okay. Yeah, some days I have to lift up my heel a little bit too. And I'm actually gonna push my hands out a little bit further because I'm feeling more tightness in this hip than I was on the other side. And these are pretty great for helping prepare you for delivery. You're almost there. We are almost there. Ooh, and if you drop like this, it can feel very good to drop your head so that the back of your neck, the top of your spinal cord is relaxed. Decompressing. And maybe you lift up onto the side of your foot to achieve this. That's okay. Say hello to Pele again. He says he's magnificent. And then we're gonna go ahead and take that knee, and I want you to drop into pelvic circles. And it is almost 10 minutes, so we will come to a stopping point soon. So some pelvic circles in one direction, a couple pelvic circles in the other direction. And I'm going to take my left leg and I'm going to drop into a pigeon pose On one side, breathing in, rolling my shoulders back, looking up. Taking my handy dandy trusty pillow and resting on this pillow as I lean forward for a moment. If you like any of these poses, you can always come back to them later and stay in them longer, maybe while you're watching TV. And go ahead and switch sides, maybe while you're listening to a podcast or some relaxing meditative music or some music that you want the baby in your uterus to listen to. Okay, maybe one side is tighter than the other. That's okay. Go ahead and breathe in, roll your shoulders back. Opening your heart chakra. Exhale, lean forward. And then to end it out, you're welcome to take your pillow and plant it in between your legs and just lay on your side for a shavasana for a pregnant lady. Finding a comfortable position and exhaling. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, just to keep it short for you guys, to a nice 10-11 minute video, and you can stay longer in your sideways shavasana if you'd like. I hope that you have a fantastic day and be so grateful for your body, and just keep thinking positive thoughts. My name is Vinyasa. Thank you. Namaste, ladies.